Good evening, and thank you for joining us on the War Diary. On the 390th day of the war, here are the main highlights of the day at 7 p.m. Beirut time. We begin with the situation in Lebanon. Israeli aircraft launched over 20 raids on several areas in Baalbek, coinciding with the first speech by Hezbollah's new Secretary General Naim Qassem. The attacks targeted the towns of Asaira, I'ad, and the other surrounding areas in Baalbek, along with Sohmar and Labaya in western Bekaa. Simultaneous Israeli strikes also hit the city of Tyre. Ahead of the strikes, Israeli army spokesperson Avichai Adrai issued an evacuation order to Baalbek residents, triggering a mass exodus amid fears for the city's UNESCO-listed Roman temples. Adrai's warning urged residents in Baalbek, Ain Barzai, and Douros to leave immediately. The evacuation order caused widespread panic, leading to massive traffic jams as residents fled to safer areas such as Deir al-Ahmar and northern parts of the Bekaa Valley. Many people sought refuge in the district of Psharre via the Aynat al-Arz road. A map posted by Adrai on his X account illustrated the ancient city of Baalbek in red, indicating the risk posed by the Israeli military strikes to the entire area, including its renowned archaeological, architectural, and cultural heritage, which remains under international protection but still vulnerable to attacks. On Tuesday night, Israeli airstrikes hit residential buildings in Haret Saida, reducing 2 buildings to rubble and damaging nearby shops. Rescue teams have been working relentlessly since dawn to clear debris, with the Israeli attack resulting in 9 people killed and 37 injuries, several of which are critical. The Lebanese Ministry of Public Health reported that 2,792 people have been killed and 12,772 wounded since the start of the war on Lebanon. Moving on to the situation in Gaza. The humanitarian situation in Gaza continues to deteriorate. Since October 7, 2023, Israeli attacks in the Gaza Strip have killed at least 43,163 people and injured 101,510 others. Also, an Israeli airstrike hit a civilian vehicle in the Maghazi refugee camp, causing numerous casualties. In the town of Beit Lahia, declared a disaster zone by its municipality, Israeli attacks killed over 110 persons in a single day, described as catastrophic by a senior UNRWA official. A Hamas official said that he would consider a ceasefire proposal if it included the complete withdrawal of Israeli forces from the territory. However, no formal proposal has yet been received. The official, speaking on condition of anonymity, accused Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu on blocking any initiative in favor of a truce, accusing him of pursuing a policy of genocide and ethnic cleansing, taking advantage of the absence of international pressure, particularly from the United States of America. Hamas also said it had informed mediators of its willingness to accept a ceasefire subject to conditions, including the return of displaced persons to their homes, the entry of sufficient humanitarian aid into Gaza, and an exchange of prisoners with Israel. On Tuesday evening, Hamas confirmed that it had held meetings to discuss the new ceasefire and prisoner exchange proposals put forward by the mediators. On the military front, the Israeli authorities are persisting with their strategy of stepping up attacks. Yoav Gallant, Israel's defense minister, has called on troops to keep up the military pressure on Hamas in order to guarantee the return of Israeli hostages. The Kingdom of Saudi Arabia hosted the first meeting of the International Alliance for the Two-State Solution today, bringing together 90 states and international organizations. Finally, Iran asserted that its missile production capacity had not been affected by Israeli strikes against military targets over the weekend. According to Iranian Defense Minister, the Israeli attacks failed to damage Iran's defensive and offensive systems, despite Israeli statements stating the contrary. And that's it for today's recap. See you tomorrow for another roundup of the situation. Until then, stay connected on our website www.thisisbeirut.com.lb and on all our social media platforms.